In 2026, when it comes to organic search and organic visibility, ranking at the top of Google is not the whole game anymore. AI search is turning the internet into a winner takes most market. And the brands that are winning are not necessarily only the large brands, but the brands that are trusted and that are cited. I'm Caleb Turner. In this video, we're going to discuss some of the changes that have recently taken place and how you can take advantage. All right, guys, so there's been a lot of talk about organic traffic from Google dropping in general, the conversation about the great decoupling. However, as I always say, people have not stopped purchasing, people have not stopped shopping, people have not stopped buying goods and services. You have what's known as zero click marketing or zero click SEO. But again, when they are ready to purchase, they are going to click through to someone's website, and you want that to be you. And so on the screen here, I have a few examples, not an exhaustive list or anything like that, but just a few examples of websites that are in businesses that are doing well because of AI search. So there are winners and there are losers. So here, this is Tally speaking about how they're a small team, how they're bootstrapped, and essentially how they grew from the ground up without, help from investors and things like that, and just telling their story. But the interesting part I wanted to get to here is this AI powered search became our biggest acquisition channel. We didn't see this one coming. ChatGPT, our number one referral source. And it's just explaining how they have begun to get most of their clients through ChatGPT and from AI search. And they're not the only ones. As I said, there's many other brands who are doing well in AI search, AI discovery. You see here, Plausible, 2.2K% surge in AI traffic, etc. Now, which industries or verticals are doing the best in AI search? Well, according to SimilarWeb, as you see here, tech, search, and social brands are doing the best overall. And then secondarily, art and entertainment, news and media, e-commerce, science and education, reference materials, health, etc. But I can tell you here recently that even local search is being slowly but surely chipped away at by AI, as I spoke about in a previous video. So I know that when you go to Google, you still see the standard rankings, at least it appears to be. You're still able to click on websites on Google's front page. You see certain sites ranking above others. However, even that is not static anymore. It changes depending on the person's search history. It changes depending on the person's geographic location, and it's personalized in a lot of ways. And then you have the Google's AI overviews that pop up at the top, answering a bunch of queries, especially informational queries. And then, as I mentioned in a previous video, even for local SEO, you have AI generated results showing up there as well. There's been talk about Google's AI mode becoming the default. I think AI mode is going to be blended with some version of Google's web guide, as I've spoken about in a previous video, which is essentially a blend between AI search and the standard search page that we're used to seeing on Google's front page. But on the screen here, you see some basic guidelines for writing for AI optimization that anyone should be following. And essentially, what it boils down to, I'm not going to read it here because you can read it yourself, but it boils down to chunking the content so that it's easily retrievable by AI, making sure you speak in a natural way, making sure you answer the most relevant and the most searched queries and prompts around the topics and the phrases that you want to show up for. And you just want to make the content read naturally. You want some statistics, some factual information in there, and you want to link out to websites and businesses that are considered to be reputable, that back up whatever claims, whatever statistics, whatever factual data you have in the content. You want to have the schema markup, the article schema, if relevant, the FAQ schema, etc. Now, again, this document is rather long, so I don't want to show everything here. Now, to be well-rounded, obviously you don't only want to optimize for RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation, with the way you set up your content. You also want to build what we know as website authority. You want to build your online presence. And this is known as search everywhere optimization, which is very important in the AI era. AI loves Reddit, they love Quora, they love LinkedIn, they love Wikipedia, they love business directories. They just want to see that your business is reputable. Now, if you have any specific questions or you have a business or a website that you want to increase your organic traffic, your visibility in AI search for, don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. I also have a free audit that I can run your website through. Go into the description box if you want to grab that, and look forward to hearing from you. All right, take care.